I don't think we're favourites. I think we're playing in India's back garden. It's going to be extremely difficult. I think we come into the series with a lot of expectation after winning the T20s and the ODIs. So we've got confidence on our side. And ideally, we'd like to win. That's what we're here for. I personally enjoy the tests more than anything else. And we've come up with some good game plans. We've got a great bowling attack. We've got a fantastic batting lineup. So we're up for the challenge, that's for sure. But cricket's cricket, man. So you can't exactly say who's favourites or not. But it's going to be really difficult. But we're up for it. Comes back to your gentleman in the front over here's question. I think pace through the air, is really important. With the wickets here being pretty slow on the slow side. Anything from 135 down, to be honest with you, batters are able to make the adjustment when the ball hits the deck. It's the guys that bowl 145 plus that it really rushes batters. It gives you a lot less time to be able to adjust when the ball's maybe reversing or there is a bit of something off the deck. So, one of my key things that I've done here is I've been able to bowl fast. But control is another thing. You've got the new ball. You've got to land the new ball in the right area. In past times that I've played here, I bowled against guys like Sehwag. That guy was a nightmare to bowl to. He scored 300 in Chennai. And if you missed your mark by just that much, he would smoke you, Whereas I feel now, I think India's batting lineup slightly different. The two opening batters kind of let you bowl to them a little bit more. But when they're both in form, they're really difficult players to bowl to. But not as hectic as someone like Sehwag who would blaze from ball one. No, we do obviously a lot of homework with regards to who we're playing against, where players get out, especially, I guess, their last 10 innings. How have they gotten out? Is there a pattern that's built up? Because it's not rocket science. Jock Callis always used to say, top of off with the odd bouncer to any batter in the world is really difficult, And that's generally it, really. But you get a guy like Sachin, who would, when you bowl the top off stump to Sachin in the past, he'll hit you through points. If you bowl the top off to Murali Vijay, he'll probably hit you through covers. So it's important to know where you want your fielder to be. The delivery stays the same, but the batsman's shot making will change. So it's about getting into his head a little bit, maybe looking at his last 10 dismissals. If there's been an area where he's gotten out, maybe, I don't know, caught mid-wicket, for example, short mid-wicket, putting a guy there and making him aware that I know that's where you've gotten out. I know you're uncomfortable getting out there. Stats tell me in your last 10 dismissals, you've been out there 8 times. I'm going to put the guy there and I'm going to tell you about it too, that he's there. And if you get out to him, I'm going to laugh at you too. So, it's that kind of thing, really. But it's not rocket science. I think I'm going to probably try and hit the top off with the odd bouncer. Hash can be quite a deceiving guy. He's very calm and everything like that. But, he goes for the kill. He definitely knows how to go for the kill. I mean, if you look at his stats as a player, it's a remarkable stats, and if you look at him as a person, you would just never think that those stats are capable of someone like that, who's so chilled. He doesn't walk fast. He hardly runs. But the guy's strike rate is like 90 and his average is massive, And then as a captain, he's exactly the same. He might come to you with this very calm way of talking, but, when he tells me to do something, it's like, I am pumped up, I'm ready to go, So he's a very clever guy too. He's been around the block for a while, very chilled, brings a lot of calmness into the team, but has a great presence about him because of the amount of cricket he's played and the respect that he's earned. In these conditions, we've got some spinners that do turn the ball a little bit more than Harrow. They've got probably a little bit more skill. Imi bowls googlies, he bowls flippers, he bowls leggies. So we've got bowlers that are more of a strike force than Harrow. But everybody fits into this team somewhere as a unit to be able to pick up the 20 wickets. And if we all do that collectively well together, if we do our job properly, we'll probably get the 20 wickets that we're after, even if it's split evenly between fast bowlers and seamers. But we do rely heavily on our quicks. You look at the ODIs that we played now, between KG and myself, I think we took 20 wickets. Mornay was next in line, and then Imi was right up there with JP. So, you know, we still rely heavily on our quicks, but everybody knows what their job is in the side. And in India, we also know that the first 3 days are probably going to be very, very chilled, and then the game just speeds up. Day 4 and 5, the wicket's probably a little bit more scuffed. It's going to turn. It's going to be a lot more difficult to bat. Those spinners are going to come into play.